Welcome back to ICOReview, and today we'll be diving into Dubtokens. At a glance, Dubtokens will be driving a thing called the Interactive Video Experience Protocol, which is an attempt to reimagine video and video interaction between all members of the digital ecosystem, being the viewer, creator, and advertisers. Similar in a sense to AdBank ICO, Dubtokens cites ad fraud, phony traffic, fake views, fraudulent activity in general as the main issue with today's current online content. Setting themselves apart, however, from AdBank, remaining specific to video media, they are introducing video layers that will sit on top of online video. And it's my understanding that these video layers will sit on top of any online video. For instance, having a look here, they have actually graced us with an alpha in a sense. Now, one of the alpha videos was hosted on YouTube, but it did have annotations, etc., over the top of it, which many of you will know is a thing that YouTube no longer does. Check this out. So there we've got one denoting the song. Second one mentioning the application. And a third one advertising that backpack. So already in the span of 15 seconds, we've seen 3 possible applications for the IVEP system, which is pretty cool. Now, just as a content creator, as somebody that's doing things primarily on YouTube and consuming a hell of a lot of YouTube as well, I feel that this is far more seamless. It's far smoother than the current advertising paradigm. I think, for instance, watching YouTube, a content creator wants to monetize that video. Bang! Big fat ad right at the beginning of your video. If the content creator has opted in, then you've got bang, interrupting the video, a big fat ad in the middle, and then one at the end. Or if you're consuming longer content, it really breaks up the rhythm of what you're consuming. Whereas here, the way that those layers popped up over the video, for me at least, it doesn't break up the rhythm of what I'm consuming. It actually adds a bit of an experience. I'll go, oh, cool, that's that backpack, or oh, cool, that's that song, without having to reach for Shazam on my phone. It's a touch more immersive whilst remaining informative as to what it is I'm consuming, which is really cool. And I can foresee this being quite applicable for what I do as well. Hence my interest. I can go, bang, here's a website, here's the link to that ICO, or I have a bonus for that ICO, here you go. And things are just popping up instead of you having to go down to descriptions, or instead of you having to look things up on your own and break the continuity of the viewing experience. And following on from what I was just talking about, let's have a look at the pitch deck. So here you can see that they go through so many use cases for this technology, for this video layering, whether it be customer service, whether it be education, whether it be shoppable videos. We can have these little pop-ups seamlessly overlaid on whatever content it is that we are consuming, or as a content creator intend for people to consume. I would strongly suggest, if you want to get a better idea of the applications for this technology, jump into this section, the pitch deck on the Dubtokens website. So now we're getting into the actual function of the protocol and the use of the token itself. You can see the protocol, the IVEP, is broken up into 3 main sections. You've got build, which is devs and designers contributing smart objects, which were the overlay that we saw, which expand experiences, and measure engagement. So sending people that follow those links through to the appropriate information. Secondly, show, and that is the crossover between creators, publishers, and advertisers. And thirdly, we have capture, which is the real-time engagement. So really what I'm seeing here is a take on the traditional revenue model a la YouTube, which will hopefully result in three things. Those things being increased revenue for content creators, greater bang for your buck if you're a business that's trying to advertise, and greater communication directly from devs to content creators to advertisers, instead of having to communicate through middlemen who are most likely skimming off of that financial relationship. Anyway, so we've covered the financial proposition as it is with pretty much this entire video. Moving down the list, existing platforms, they have already created an application prior to this project called Dub, available in pretty much every app store ever, that allows some pretty cool e-commerce interoperability for video content. So that's a big tick for me that they've created, something that's seen adoption in the past. Not to mention that in the beginning of this video, we went over an alpha demonstration of those digital video layers. Moving on to social, their Facebook is a bit of a ghost town. Twitter, however, is far better with 1,114 followers. Pretty happy to see them on the Instagram, though that's quite a ghost town as well. And the Telegram is over 1,000 strong, which bodes really quite well. And it seems the more I look into ICOs, the more the Twitter and the Telegram seem to be the most important indicators of social adoption. Moving on to the team, having a look at the founders, of course, they are from the Dub app, so relevant experience there. Moving down the list, we've got, marketing and communications, we've got software engineering, social media, more software engineering, software developer, front-end developer, software engineer. So it's not just a ragtag group of individuals. It seems like they have assembled what were probably individuals from the Dub team originally that are already pretty skilled in putting together projects like this one. So I'm pretty happy with the team, relatively confident with them. And moving on finally to ICO date, we're currently in pre-sale. Pre-sale is, however, restricted to qualified investors only. However, this ICO will begin and be open to the general public towards the end of January. So not too far away, no more than 4.5, 5 weeks away. I have to say that I feel as though this change in advertising presentation and these digital overlays, for me, they feel like a very organic evolution in digital advertising over video content. There's something about it that just works for me aesthetically. And as a content creator, I can really see the places in which I would implement these overlays in my videos as well, just talking about ICOs and crypto companies. As always, I'm quite interested to hear what you all think about this particular ICO. That's all I have for you on this one today. I have been your crypto enthusiast, and I will see you in the next video.